This is important information for you to take in if you were raised by a single mother. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, the next step is to make it a non-negotiable priority to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith that you can accomplish what you set out to do in order to make progress towards your objectives. It is necessary to gain wisdom from one's past errors. It is important to challenge yourself and take on significant challenges. If at first you are unsuccessful, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and try again. You shouldn't always choose the path with the least resistance. As a father, you push your son to make that jump, make that leap, throw that ball, or catch that fish. And all of this is to teach them to take risks and face their problems early on. Call them by their names, learn to solve them yourself. That's what brave people do. Columbus wouldn't have found America if he had never left the harbor. There are a lot of adventurers and daring men throughout history who wouldn't have accomplished anything if they didn't dare assume that a man who is honest about his challenges and works hard to find solutions to those challenges is more resilient than a man who acts as though he does not have any issues. The more you try to avoid your problems, the more they will consume you. The more you fool yourself into thinking your problems aren't real, the more damage you'll do to yourself in the long run. Life is difficult. You're going to get knocked down more times than you can count. It is not the number of times that you are knocked down that is important. What is important is that you get back up and keep fighting for what you believe in. Life is especially difficult for a man as he gets older, and it can be difficult to find happiness. As a man, you don't get many compliments, and you have to deal with pain, being heavy in lines, going back and forth, and being rejected, denied, or insulted. Just accept this from the start, do your best, and give yourself a break afterward. Take responsibility, and if you do a shoddy job of something, you should anticipate being criticized for it. There are a lot of people who don't take advantage of an opportunity, because when an opportunity knocks on your door, a lot of the time, people ignore it because it requires hard work, and there's nothing besides hard work. That will get you to where you want to be. This causes a lot of people to miss out on opportunities. Put an end to your quest for shortcuts. The people who launched the overnight musical hit wrote and scrapped hundreds of songs. The people who made that stock market trade studied the market for years to be able to spot that move in the first place. It's not the final blow of the countless precise hits that chop the tree. Always get the other guy's side of things. There are two sides to every story, and while those sides can be right and wrong at the same time, a person who is always concerned with themselves and never makes an effort to empathize with other people is viewed as dishonest and a parasite, which is bad for business and even worse if you want to lead a happy and respectable life. You are responsible for your own choices. If you make mistakes, let them be your own and not someone else's. This does not mean that you shouldn't take advice or consult with anyone first, but it does mean that you should make your own decisions. People who are loyal do not have a character flaw. Remember who remained their friend even when things got difficult, and show the snakes that loyalty is not a sign of weakness. Hold on to those friends, and show the snakes that being loyal and remembering the people who help you is not a negative thing. When you break your word, it's broken forever. The day will come when you need the benefit of the doubt, and if you have a strong reputation for honesty and integrity, you will get it. Remember that a reputation is built over years, but it only takes a few bad decisions to destroy it. Loyalty is the most important thing to a man's manhood. It's the core principle of trusting and respectful friendship. Loyalty is when you wake up at 5 in the morning to help your friend with his homework. Respect is earned. It's earned through keeping your word and doing what you said you would do. You can't buy character. Sometimes people demand respect for our husks of a man who are insecure shells. Other times, people who yell at you from positions of power are doing so because they have been unhappily stuck there for a long time while they're still young and working. Chances are, someone in your life has done it before, whether it's getting that scholarship, making money, getting that deal, or perfecting that kick. You have seen proof that the process and the training work for those people who came before you and did it successfully. The system works. It's a foolproof way to get there. So why would you even quit? It's logically so stupid. Don't think of your emotions. I am certain that my father would have smacked me upside the head and asked what was wrong with me if I had given up when I had just started my business for the first time. If you never ever give up smoking and never ever put even one cigarette in your mouth, you will never ever run into a problem. It all begins with your first cigarette, and you shouldn't associate with people who constantly have smoke in their mouths either. Trust me when I say that smoking won't get those people anywhere, and you won't be missing out on anything other than an ashy bitter taste and the sharpness of nicotine in your head until the lack of it drives you crazy. Smoking won't make you look cool, and it won't get you girls. All it will do is ruin your heart, ruin your health and skin, and keep you away from offensive things. Don't blame your mother if she never taught you this. Don't blame your environment for not teaching you this. Blame yourself now if you don't implement them because you had this resource and you refuse to let it transform you. These principles should be internalized and loved by you for the rest of your life. To support us, like this video, please subscribe and make sure to send this video to the person who needs to hear it the most.